how do you plan on communicating to the college kids like the importance of the local elections or the elections to the House and the Senate?
Well, I think everybody looks at what they see on their television set, and the presidential election and Senate, et cetera. But if you look at who most directly impacts your life, Thomas Jefferson said the government closest to home governs most effectively. And so if you have 5 city councilmen or 7 members of the county board of supervisors or something like that, they're going to have a more direct impact on you than really who's in the White House. And so, that's what we need to know, is that the people who live next door to us, who govern locally and at the state level, these elections have an impact on our families and ourselves as well, and that's what we try to tell folks.
How do you plan on communicating, or how do you plan on raising the awareness with college students?
Well, we've been, eminently blessed and re-blessed throughout the campaign to have young people from not just LU, but Lynchburg College and Randolph and Hampton-Sydney and Sweetbriar and Longwood. The 22nd is just full of colleges and universities who go to school there, who are involved in the campaign. And, we count on them to get their friends engaged and involved, and we've really, really reaped a lot of benefit from that sort of effort. And you know what? We didn't do it. I mean, young people at colleges and universities throughout the 22nd, and really even beyond, have done it on their own. And you know what that does? It makes me feel good about where we're headed tomorrow. So.
And what is the most important issue, do you think, to campaign on? Obviously, there are a ton of important issues, like you could go on all day, but what is the most important one right now?
Well, the 22nd district has an unemployment rate that's higher than Virginia's. The nation's unemployment rate's at 9%. The underemployment rate's at over 16%. And you guys at LU are going to go out in the world and look for jobs in an inhospitable market. And what the government can do to create jobs is not create them directly, but to set the conditions for success, to look and eliminate redundant regulation, to realize that when we overtax people, that is a family issue. It is a small business issue. If you have less money in your pocket, you're less likely to hire someone else. You're less likely to spend money on a good or service that would require that someone else be employed. So let the private sector work, get the government out of the way where it's in the way, and get the government policies to be conducive to attracting business and jobs where it can.
All right, thank you very much for talking with me.
Thank you. Have a great day.
What are you doing to raise awareness?
Well, the number one thing I do is talk about the first bill that I introduced on the first day of this Congress, in fact, first day of every of the last recent Congresses, and that is a balanced budget amendment in the United States Constitution. That's all about our young people and about people who haven't even been born yet, because government today has grown too large. They can't sustain it. They're borrowing huge sums of money, $1.3 trillion this year, and it's being borrowed against your future, the future of young people, and that's why we need a balanced budget amendment to stop the federal government from spending more money than it takes in. And so that's number one. But then we also communicate any way we can through Twitter and Facebook. I support the Liberty University College Republicans and other college Republican organizations financially. When I get the opportunity, I love to come and do town hall meetings on campus and talk to the students about the issues that are going on in the country.
How often do you hold town hall meetings in college campuses?
Well, whenever I'm invited to do that, and we can work it out. So several a year, but I try to do at least one at each college that has a large college Republican organization in my district each year.
And where can students go to find more information about you and your political views?
Well, they can certainly go to my congressional website. That's at www.goodlatte.house.gov.
How important do you think the college vote is?
I think it's certainly critical. We've got a lot of need in our communities. We've got to get Virginians back working. Our college students need part-time jobs to help, pay for their college education, and they need jobs once they graduate. So I think they get it. I think they understand that unless we can free up some of the resources and get government out of the way of our small businesses, their opportunities are certainly very markedly diminished. So yes, I do believe it's going to be very important.
And how do you plan on raising awareness towards the college generation?
I think the main thing there is to get the message out. I think our college students, our college generation, they take in information differently. They can take in a lot of information in a short period of time. And I think it's critically important for us to do that through websites, through YouTube, through Facebook, through Twitter, and getting that message out. We've been getting our message out, not just for my election here in the 23rd District, but for Tom Garrett, the Senate 22nd District, for Senator Steve Newman. We've been getting those messages out pretty strongly and pretty repeatedly, trying to get the same message out. We've got to get people back working, just as Governor McDonald has said.